Hi Aries, welcome to your 19th to the 26th of February 2024. So, if you want to join the membership, you will get access to all the signs. If you want to continue to just purchase the individual, that's cool. If you want to book a reading, you can on the website, okay? So, I feel like you're discontent this week. You might have options. You're definitely feeling conflicted. For the Aries woman, you might be dealing with a masculine who's got a lot on his mind. So just be careful with giving too much to this masculine, because in the Four of Cups, this can be you giving your heart, giving your energy, giving your time, but he's rejecting your offer, okay? And you can see it's because he's conflicted. Maybe he's conflicted by someone he can't have. Maybe he thinks the grass is greener on the other side. Okay, we've got the Four of Swords reversed. So the energy you're carrying this week is the Nine of Swords. This woman looks fed up, okay? She looks, there's definitely a main thing that's weighing on your mind, but yet you can see she just looks tired. She might be not sleeping properly. The Ten of Swords can be a death. I mean, the Ten of Swords can be someone who was murdered. So this can be someone who's in confliction and not sleeping because of a loss. But in general, I think it's over a masculine who's just not in the best place right now. The Ace of Cups. If you're in a marriage or a relationship, I feel like you're both going through your own things. You might not be sleeping in the same bed. Because see the way this woman is lying in bed, he's lying in bed, and then that upright would be two people lying in bed, but they're kind of not there together. They've both got things separately on the mind. But whereas with that reversed and then that upright, it's maybe two people who are either separated right now or they're together, but they're not. I'm not sure why I'm croaking. It's all these places, they're always full of fucking dust. Like, hoover the room. Anyway, so yeah, so the Four of Swords reversed with these two in here are basically, it could be a marriage that's going through troubles, okay? There could be someone else in the equation as well. I heard that really strongly. Okay, the Emperor. I think for some of you Aries women, though, you're just dealing with a masculine who, this guy is just like, I don't know. I think this is your husband or your partner. This can be having issues in the bedroom, issues in sex, feeling like he's neglecting you. Maybe he's got a lot on his mind because of work. Maybe he's too busy fronting to actually pay attention to you and what you need. This can be someone who's like my way or the highway. So it's a man who just wants things his way and you just need to shut up and put up. So if the Aries woman, if you're married or in a relationship, I do think you need to revise the power dynamics. This is you being frustrated. It can also be being sexually attracted to other people as well, on his part or your part. Okay, but there's definitely something heavy on Aries' mind this week for sure. But you're just staying put, you're not moving forward. This can be where you're lying around all week or sitting around all week. This can be a person who's jobless, or they've got a business but it's not really working out. I do think you need to start getting up, getting practical, getting organised, okay? Getting a plan. Can you see the Virgo symbol? So Virgo rules the Hermit. This is writing things down. It's getting a plan, updating your CV, taking practical actions this week. This can be a marriage that's a strong marriage, but maybe you need to see a therapist, because the Hermit can be a therapist or it can be a counsellor or a coach. So this is two people who need to go and seek a mediator to help them work through their issues. Because two people can be in love, but they can have like issues in the bedroom. But by going to a sex coach or a dating coach, you can fix it. Not everything has to end, but things do need to be confronted, the world. Someone's on borrowed time. Can you see that? Yeah, that's what I'm getting as well. This could be a family member, an older family member who's due to pass away. They might have cancer or some kind of serious illness. This is a general read. Obviously seek legal and medical guidance, but that's what I'm getting here. This can be a will. Someone's about to transition. It could be a father figure, and this person might have a lot of money. And so, again, that's all got to be worked out. This can be wondering if you'll get the money that's owed to you, or if you'll be fleeced by family members or something like that. Yeah. But I'm going to say that for the Aries woman with the Queen of Wands reversed and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, like, you're not in a good place, you're frustrated, you might be feeling angry, you might be feeling triggered. The Queen of Wands reversed can be someone who's taken no action. She feels powerless, but she's just not the best when she's in this energy. She can become nasty and spiteful and aggressive, and she's just not nice, reversed. The other side of the coin is this woman looks like she's out for a fight, upright. So maybe this week it's about communicating correctly, approaching things correctly, not coming with a combative attitude. Okay, because people tend to put the defences up if you're acting a combative attitude. Okay, so something about the way you're acting, your lack of energy, your lack of drive, or the way you're approaching things is not bringing the things that you want. Okay, so tell me more about Aries this week. Yeah, everyone's got this. So every sign so far has got this Faith card reversed. This is moving away from morality. It's moving away from God consciousness. It's the ego. It's the shadow. It's people just doing what they want. It's people losing respect and connection to something that's holds us all together, right? Because in this particular card, you've got all of the faiths, right? But this is where people start to fall out of faith. They start to fall out of morality. They start to fall. It's not good, right? They're moving into shadow, anger, reaction, primal. Okay. Tell me about the good stuff for Aries this week, please. The Empress. So for the Aries woman, you're being told to either nurture yourself, cultivate your own abundance, start looking after yourself. For those who've been frustrated over not having a pregnancy, it could happen really soon, especially if there's a lot of sex this week. You could end up pregnant in the next 9 months. And then you've got the Empress and the Emperor. So if you love your partner, you've got to remember that you're a team. You're not enemies, and sometimes partners treat each other like they're enemies. You're not going to get nothing good from that. For the Aries woman, you're being told to step into your feminine energy and stop trying to act masculine. I think what's creating a lot of problems in a relationship or a marriage is the way a woman is acting. She's acting very masculine, very aggressive, verbally, maybe even physically. And for this partnership to work, you need to step into your feminine power and use that as an asset and let your man step into his masculine. Okay? Two of Swords. So there is a decision, like someone's at breaking point. This can be separation. Libra energy is about severance, contracts. This could also be about starting your own business. Okay, the Empress wants to create her own jewelry, her own fashion. She might want to be a florist. She might want to be a baker. If you're frustrated with these matrix jobs, go and create your own thing. You know, we were talking about this yesterday, which is everyone's in the system. It's pretty hard to exit the system, but you can work with the system. You can leverage the system, you know. So yeah, I think some of you are frustrated because you want to follow your own path, but you got to get to work then. You got to get a plan. You got to start writing things down. You got to start making a plan to make it happen this week. Okay? Eight of Swords. Oh, the web we weave when we deceive. This card is so torturous. There could be a Gemini. Either a Gemini is deceiving you or you're deceiving a Gemini. Gemini also rules the lovers, though. So, oh, the web we weave when we deceive is a love connection. Something feels like you're imprisoned. But if you look at the spider's web, you can easily move out of it. It's the mind that's keeping you there. It's your fear that's keeping you there. It's your reluctance to face your path, face yourself, to take the blindfold off. I'm also getting affairs. I'm getting, we can't fix it, so let's just go fuck behind each other's back. Let's just go lie. Let's go and cheat. That's what the Fate card reversed is about. It's moving away from moral principle. Because when we marry someone, we're supposed to be faithful. We're supposed to be with them in sickness and in health. Something I've noticed about people who get married, I don't think when they're reading the vows, they actually listen to the vows that they're reading, you know? The vast majority don't. They just want the ring, they want the dress, they want to look good in front of the family. The school friends can see that they're successful. When you're reading those words, they're truly profound and you're supposed to mean them. And I've noticed that I feel like people just don't really listen to the words that they're saying when they say those vows. So yeah, I'm kind of getting maybe not wanting to leave this marriage because there's convenience to be in there on his part, your part. So now it just becomes a marriage of lies. It becomes deception. It becomes cheating. It becomes lying. Again, this is your life. It's you. So, Ace of Wands. Okay, this is the phallic symbol, especially for the Aries woman. It could also be being frustrated sexually, though, feeling like your husband is not taking care of those needs. So sometimes, people do cheat and lie, and it can be for various reasons, okay? And then we've got the Eight of Wands. So yeah, I'm getting someone who's talking to multiple people. This can be a woman who's talking to multiple men. This can be a man who's talking to multiple women. He's married, she's married, that type of stuff. I'm also getting some of yours, the web we weave when we deceive is thinking that we are important to someone, that we matter to someone when we're just that, a hookup. You're giving all this energy, all this Venus energy, all this love to some demon, you know? This is not a man of faith. This is not a man he's got nothing about him. I mean, yeah, he looks like a man, but if you pulled him apart, you'd probably see something different, you know? So some of you, if you're cross-watching and you're dealing with an Aries, this Aries is like, he thinks he's a G-level gangster. A lot of these men do these days. The basic as they come. They get fucked out by a proper gangster, but they walk around like this. They've got a bit of money, they've got a bit of position, and it's all that arrogance and ego. But yeah, I think you're dealing with some guy. I mean, this guy might be married, he might have a kid on the way, he might have a girlfriend with a kid. Like, this is just classless, it's tasteless, it's vulgar. That's what it is, it's vulgar. You know, when people who get into these kind of situations and think they're funny, you're vulgar, you're classless, you lack character. These men who have wives at home and the wives are breaking the back, looking after the kids, and they're out there flirting with women at the job. You are classless, you are vulgar, you're not funny, you're not G. It's not a man's entitlement, it's classless. Nine of Pentacles reversed. So if you're an Aries woman watching this and you feel ripped off, the only thing you can really do is unravel the deception. You know, sometimes a woman will give a man many concessions because she loves him, but you have to look at who he is. If this was your friend, what would you say to your friend if she was tolerating this? I think a lot of women are giving up. You know, they're kind of giving up on monogamy because it's being drilled into them. Listen, we're going to do what we're going to do, and you're just going to accept her. It's like, mate, we're not, okay? There's so many gentlemen in this world. There's so many men who will be loyal. They dress right, they smell right, they work hard. We see them every day. So don't let this propaganda that's being dripped in, this poison, make you feel, well, I guess this is just so. Obviously, I mean, listen, do a husband and a wife have extracurricular stuff? And sure, I've got no problem with that, right? If a husband and a wife come to me and say, we do things, which I've had, we do things outside our marriage, I'm like, okay. As long as the two parties are okay with it, there's no deception, the woman gets fair game as much as the man does, I'm good. Because the two people are grown adults making their decisions and choices in this journey, right? It's when things are one-sided, it's when one person is fully being committed and loyal and decent, and the other person is just being a low-level piece of you know what, okay? Um, um, it's got a. I just feel like it's horrible. Queen of Cups reversed. I feel like there's a lot of people suffering in this situation as well. So kids could be suffering, you could be suffering. There's something about suffering. But again, it comes to a point where you must say, I deserve so much better and I'm not gonna live like this. So this is the Legacy Tarot. And the problem with this is two women that exist. The woman who gets everything, she gets abundance, she gets love, she gets value, she gets respect. And then there's the women who end up in these web of lies with these cheaters, with these liars. Weak men are to be avoided at all cost. I mean, weak men are perverts, paedophiles, I would say high level predators, if you even knew the half. Like, weak men are to be avoided at all cost. They're bad for everybody. Cheaters, liars, you know. Men who'll cheat and lie in business or cheat and lie in bed. You know, and that's it, right? So I do think for some of you Aries women, you need to revise like the marriage, the partner. Maybe he is successful. Maybe he does have money. So what? So what? Is it keeping you warm? Do you feel valued? Do you feel honoured? Okay. Obviously, there's women who are whore-like women who will take the material over any kind of morality or character. Of course, that's their business. But there's something about this where the person is choosing comfort and security, but it's coming at a massive price to this person's psychological. It's coming at a massive price to this person's body. The High Priestess reversed. Remember we talked about this is poisonous. Okay, this could be where you've got yourself involved in some kind of affair. Of course, people do fuck up. They do make mistakes. Even a marriage could be messier, but this could actually be rekindled if you just get a plan, if you're willing to go on the straight and narrow. Okay, and then we've got the Temperance card reversed. So I do think a big message here for cross-watchers watching for an Aries man, someone's just not willing to work on the connection. There's two sides to this reading. Some people are willing to put in the work and they're the people who are worth the fight. But some ears are dealing with people who it's all one-sided. I feel like some of you are the mistress of a man who's married with a kid on the way and you're like, will he be loyal to me? He's not even being loyal to himself. He's not even being loyal to his own fucking... yeah. Okay. Dismiss thoughts that don't lead to the garden of infinite possibilities. It's a good week for career, but you need to get out of negative thoughts. Some of you are leading by anxiety and you're leading by fear. You need to open your mind. Remember what I said. If you don't like the job you're in, with the internet, with the new world, there's so many directions you can go in, you know? It's time to open your mind. It says, meditate to dispel all fears and become a beautiful, enchanting, magnetic person. And I'm going to be honest, like some of you keep bringing in low-level fuckboy, low-level fuckboy, low-level fuckboy, non-committer, non-committer. But I think it's because you're bringing in your fears. Try to focus on what you want as opposed to what you don't want, because that'll bring you what you want. Okay? You are royal, you are sovereign. Honour this and let go of those who do not acknowledge it. So some of you are living in a life, you're around people, you're in a job, you're settling for far less. You're being choked out, you're being restricted. These people don't listen to you, they just don't care. You know, people who care about you want what's best for you. They're willing to listen to you, they're willing to take the time for you. A relationship, a marriage of compromise is where the two people listen to each other. They don't always agree, but they find ways to kind of mediate, you know. Honestly, I think some of yous are just rowing in the wrong boat. You're just not going to get your fulfillment, your happiness. You're not going to feel at peace in this job, this career. And when it comes to this masculine who doesn't honour you, one man's liquor is another man's poison, as they say. To some men, you'll be, you know, I am, so what? Good. To most men, I'm glad I am. They're like, oh, that woman, I wouldn't fuck her. And I'm like, well, thank the fuck. There's luck still, you know. Honestly, like, I look at what some women are wearing and I'm like, how could you even get that low? But you'll be amazed when you really just haven't got no backbone where you'll go for sanctuary. I'm not trying to be mean, but you know, I'm gonna always keep it real. But I'm just saying, like, some of you are being like rejected, you're being sexually rejected, emotionally rejected, but there's a man out there who would honour every curve. They would honour your personality. Like, it's okay to be rejected, okay? Rejection is protection. So yeah, I feel like this week it's time to get into your creative flow, and it's time to stop turning a blind eye and get round better. It's time to leave rooms that don't represent you, get off tables that don't support you. End of story. Blossoming in abundance, okay? So if you're cross-watching for an Aries man, this guy might already be committed. Some of you don't know the half when it comes to this guy. Envy. Remember that Queen of Wands that we saw before where she was like, be careful with this. This can be a woman who's causing other people problems because she's bitter, she's salty, she's, you know, a bit flubby. She's not working on her shit, so she sits there talking about everybody else. But that's what you become. When you haven't got a full life, you become this parasite who just sits there talking about everybody else. Now they're living their life. So some of you need to get it together. If this is other people being envious and having an opinion, yeah, your opinion of me is none of my business. Do you? For the Aries man, you do need rest. You might need a holiday because the Aries man is coming up as like really, really giving everything here. In fact, I'm actually getting an Aries man who's a top G. I mean, this guy provides for his wife. He's got a company. He gets in the gym. He does it all right. But the only problem with this is that you do need to rest more. You do need to replenish yourself. You know, men of this caliber, it's good to be a provider. It's good to be a winner. But you just need to be you sometimes, away from the father, the husband. You just need to do, I don't know, go fishing or something. Okay. Daughter value. I love this reading for you. So this week, it's all about opening the door to value. Okay, it's all about knowing that you don't have to live in poverty. You don't have to lie there worrying about money, but you do need to change your approach. Daughter value is where you refuse to live a destiny that cheapens you, devalues you, is demonic. A lot of people are living demonic lives. The liars, the cheaters, they work for the devil. They go on about the matrix, why they go and work for it every day. You get the point, okay? Journey. So some of you, it's time to go on a new journey. It's time to get out of stagnancy. And some of you go and traveling would be really good for you at this time. It would open up some opportunities, possibilities, and some of you it will just help you when it comes to your health. Okay, enjoy your week. If you want to join the membership, you can. It's linked somewhere. And if you want to buy a reading, you can on the shop. I'll speak to you soon.